Hey guys, Phil here from the UNSW Barbell Club. What we're going to talk about today is your hamstrings. Most people I know have tight hamstrings or weak hamstrings. Okay? We're going to focus on the tight part. So, when we talk about that hamstrings, what we're really talking about is a muscle group of 3 different muscles. Okay? So, everyone, hands in your ass. Sweet. What I'm going to try and get you to find is something called the ischial tuberosity, i.e. your butt bone. All of your hamstrings attached from your butt bone on the back side of your leg down to the top of your tibia, your shin bone essentially. Okay? Your hamstrings do hip extension and knee flexion. Okay? It's a 2-joint muscle. Your hamstrings are also really intimately connected with your adductors, your adductor group. Okay. So, we've gone through the basic anatomy, we know what the hamstrings roughly do. So how the hell do we mobilize it? The easy way to mobilize it is this. I'm going to start off with a humble softball. However, they can kind of hurt quite a lot. So if you're new to this, start off with a tennis ball. Remember with releases, which is a part of mobilization, releases seek to relax the muscle. Okay? So what I'm going to do is this. I'm just going to sit down here, find my ischial tuberosity. I'm going to put the ball just in front of it, okay? Just like that. Okay, so what you're going to do is, the first part is I'm just going to suspend myself with my hands by the foot, just kind of find that spot. When you find that spot, you might feel that your hamstrings start tightening or there's pressure placed and your hamstrings are feeling some sort of tension in the back of your thigh. Okay, afterwards what you're going to do is this, you're going to drop your hip to the ground, straighten that and just kind of lean on it and sit on it. So right now I'm feeling all this tension kind of firing down in here, okay? So you're gonna rock in that position, you're gonna move back and forth, right? We're really trying to get at the origin, where the muscle is starting in this point, okay? The other thing you can kind of do as well, move this way, other than moving back and forth in a little kind of, just up and down linearly, you can also move a little bit across and you'll find a different part of your hamstring starting to fire. Another thing we need to discuss when it comes to your hamstrings is your lower back position. If you ask someone how flexible they are, the easiest way to assess that is, oh yeah, can you touch your toes? And when you look at most people, you know, it's fucking disgusting. They just start doing this. Okay? It's just this position here. Spine's inflection. That's generally a bad thing, okay? What I'm gonna get you guys at home to do is this. So I want you to keep your lower back, your lumbar spine, this part where my hand is here, below your rib cage, nice and straight, okay? So with your pelvis, you're gonna try and tilt it out. You know when you watch girls in high heels, they end up walking like that half the time? Think about just sticking your butt out, okay? Then, when you're stretching your hamstrings, instead of just bending over, move your hips back. A slight knee bend is completely fine, contrary to popular belief. And you try and go down. You'll notice that if you maintain your back position in such a way, you will not be able to go anywhere near as low as if you just collapse. The reason I'm doing it in this way is this: by tilting the pelvis, you're stretching the hamstrings more efficiently, as well as the kind of the fulcrum, the point at which you're bending over, is at the hip, right? At the hip versus up here, with this is staying relatively stationary, and I'm getting vertical displacement just from flexing from here. So the difference is this versus nice straight back, moving into this plane there. For the rest of the stretches I'm going to show you for your hamstring, that's the position you're going to be, whether you're lying on the floor or not. Okay? So, I'm going to use a resistance band because I don't have a towel with me, but this is something you can do quite easily with your towel. So I'm going to maintain that back position. So in maintaining that back position, I'll have some space underneath my lower back here. And I'm going to put a towel, in this towel, or a resistance band in my case here, and just move it up, nice normal stretch, okay? To make it more interesting, this is something what we can simply do. So in this position, just going to move it like that. Adduct and abduct. You'll feel different parts of your hamstrings start to engage. Oh God, that's tight on that side for me. Okay? So that's a simple way of really being able to get at your hamstring. So remember, for this video, in terms of your hamstrings, your hip position when you're stretching is imperative. It is absolutely imperative to maintain a good lower back and hip position when you are stretching your hamstrings. Okay? The other thing is this, basic releases with the ball. Okay, and just for the sake of completeness, let me just grab a foam roller. Get a foam roller, same thing again. Just like with your quads and your ITB, you can foam roll your hamstrings. You'll probably get a little bit more purchase at the origin, incline it closer to where the muscle starts than say down here, but some people have, but your results may vary. Another fun one that you can do essentially is you need to get a box and you get a ball again. Nice and simple. So this one was popularized mainly by K-Star from Mobility Wad. Love that guy. So basically, get a ball in here. You're gonna use a smaller ball, preferably than a soft ball. It's here, and then you're gonna straighten that knee. Straighten that knee. So you apply. The next step you can do is you can put a kettlebell on top. Get someone to hold you down. You can put your hands, push down. Put more weight on that and then straighten. So that's more of an active release, and that's something which is really quite effective, closer to the origin. Okay? Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace out.